something on the show? You'll find it all at deanandsheena.com.
It's Dean and Sheena on air, and we are now talking to Sheena. Sheena, welcome to the show.
I don't like being on this side.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Normally we're doing the interviewing, but now we're the interviewees, and I'm making you go first, just
Thanks. Because you're evil.
No,
like
we
that.
can mix it up. It's all good. But this is where you get to learn a little bit about us, I suppose, and that's got to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Openness, honesty, it's all good. Let's start with something classic, for us at least, and that is, if there were to be a movie made about your life, who would you want to play you in the movie?
Now, thankfully, because we've discussed this with so many artists, I've had a lot of time to think about what my answer would be, so I actually have one, and that's Emily Blunt.
I could definitely go for that. God, that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
That's creepy.
Sorry. Shall we move on to something food-related?
Go on, then.
What's your favourite pizza, ice cream and cocktail?
Okay, pizza, something with ham and mushrooms and pepperoni. It's got to have mushrooms on it, though. Ice cream, anything salted caramel. I love salted caramel. And cocktail, crumbs. Anything apart from a pina colada? I'd say Cosmopolitan.
Okay, good choices.
Love the show? Like the page. Facebook.com/Dean and Sheena.
It's Dean and Sheena on air, and now we're talking to Dean. Hi, Dean.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Uh-huh. How are you feeling on that side of the microphone?
I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I'm just imagining I'm sat here with a big cowboy hat on and a guitar, looking at you through Skype or something, so I feel kind of distant, remote, and safe.
That's quite a lot of visualization then.
Yeah, I do that. I'm very visual. But in reality, we're sitting across the studio from each other.
Yeah, we are. Well, let's jump right in then, and let's say, if there was to be a movie made about your life, who would you want to play you?
As long as he used his real accent, I'm going to say Tom Hanks. Because I want that Forrest Gump accent. And I'm pretty good at the accent too, you know. So, so that'd be good.
That's a good choice.
Or if you wanted a more sinister version of me, someone like Michael Douglas, he does the sinister role very well. So, yeah. One of those two guys could play me.
And because we're talking about food, because we love to talk about food, what's your favourite pizza, ice cream and cocktail?
Let's start with the pizza and say it's got to have black olives on it. Wherever we go, I always add black olives, no matter what pizza I'm having. It's got to have spinach, black olives, pepperoni, and a fried egg in the middle. There's a certain pizza chain that does something a bit like that.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
And I just love that one. Then ice cream, it's Ben & Jerry's half-baked, just like me. It wouldn't be just one occasion where I've been referred to as half-baked.
Not by me.
Mm-hmm. And then cocktail, the opposite of you, which I guess proves opposites attract since we're married, pina colada.
Yeah, I don't like the pina colada, so Dean gets to drink all of them. It's not so good. In fact, it is very good for Dean. If there's 2 for 1 and you have to have 2 of the same, he gets them both.
There are many pictures floating around the internet of me with 2 drinks in front of me, 2 straws, simultaneously. Yeah, it's wrong. But it happens.
Everything in moderation, people.
You're listening to Dean and Sheena.
We love New Country. It's Dean and Sheena on air. Thanks for choosing us today, where we have turned it around on ourselves. We are the interviewees. We are doing each other. I can't say that,
No,
but I just have. All right. The whole place just descends into giggles. Oh, Sheena.
Yes.
One question we love to ask artists. Which Disney character are you?
Oh, goodness. Probably something like Dory or Olaf or something like that.
Dory, most definitely. Mm-hmm. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
You do actually wander around the place doing that.
Yes, why not? I like Dory.
Whereas I look out at the dreary weather and go, bring back summer! So
and then when it's hot, you melt.
I do. I could be Olaf too, but...
You could.
No, I would say for me, I'm probably all of the 7 dwarves stacked on top of each other. I'm really tall. Yeah, I'd have to be all of the 7 dwarves. Dopey, sneezy, snorty.
Grumpy.
Very grumpy. I can't even remember what they all are, but still, I think that'd be cool. What do you eat for breakfast? And I ask you this, Sheena, because you are the resident fitness person. You're the one doing a 10K run
Yeah.
in just a couple of days. So what's the deal with it? How do you maintain this fine physique?
The squidgy bits. It depends what I'm doing. Sometimes I have cereal. Sometimes I have scrambled egg on toast. Yeah, sometimes I have a bacon sandwich. Depends what I feel like.
You know what? You're absolutely right. It's not necessarily about cutting out carbs, is it?
No, of course not.
And in fact, you need them.
You do.
What I've always said is everything in moderation.
Yeah. As long as you're eating a balanced diet, it doesn't matter. So, your turn then. Apart from saying that it's what I give you every morning, what do you eat for breakfast?
Yeah, Sheena is the supplier of food in our household. I will admit, I can cook the occasional thing, but for the most part, Sheena is the kitchen wench.
Oh, thanks.
I know, it's highly insulting. I have struggled over the years to settle on anything, really. I've always been particularly fussy about variety. I get bored very quickly of the same food. However, for the past few months, I've been quite happy downing these oat flakes with a handful of raisins sprinkled on top just to give it a bit of flavour.
I think this is the longest you've gone where you haven't gone, I'm bored, I want something else.
And at weekends, I might have something like eggs royale. Very fancy.
Ooh.
The occasional egg, bacon, haggis, that sort of combination, some beans. Who knows? But mainly, yeah, it's oat flakes and raisins. And those keep me going until about 10:30.
This is being eaten at 8:30 as well.
I know, it's terrible. But then, I eat breakfast and lunch kind of close together, and then I leave a nice gap until my evening meal. I don't snack throughout the day or the evening or anything like that. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, so the oat flakes are doing the job then.
I would say they are. Well, we've had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you have learned little snippets about us as we've gone along. If, by any chance, you've got any questions that you'd like us to answer about ourselves, then we might do this again at some time soon.
Oh, that could be fun.
Dean and Sheena on air.